If you guys have any questions, I'm going to be going over a couple of things. I want to make sure that you're all on the same page. That's why I went to go see you guys today. I had to go drop off some documents and also have class for food safety. I'm seeing more of a struggle with you guys for some reason. I don't know why, but I am here to help. I want everyone to pass and to do well in this class. I don't want you guys to have to take this class again and retake it. Okay. So far right now, I do have some of you missing, like, what is it, the midterm? I have a midterm quiz for you guys, okay? Have any of you already taken it?
I
Please
have.
raise your hand. You
No,
have,
chef.
Alex?
No, chef. I have.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I
I
know
haven't
one
taken it, chef.
student. Okay, you see, that's where we're lacking. So I know one student did approach me and say, hey, my grade is not looking so hot. So remember that when us instructors were grading you guys, we have on the curriculum, we have the learning activities. It's worth 40% of your grade. We also have exams, 30%. Okay, so if you're missing a quiz, if you're missing your midterm, okay, I did give you guys an extension. Can anyone remember when is that due? When is your midterm due, guys?
Tonight.
Yes,
Tonight.
okay. Of course. So it's open, okay? It's under week 3. It is the midterm project. Do you guys have questions about that project? I know some of you did approach me today and said, hey, can we work with 2 people? That's great. You can work with 2 people. You can do 2 entrees and 2 desserts. That's perfectly fine. If you do more than 2 people, I think things can get a little complicated. So I'd rather you guys just 2 people or individually. I had a student already turn in his. It was perfect, okay? An entree and a dessert. So here, what you're finding out is making sure that you guys know how to get the information for that recipe. What are the measurements of that recipe, okay? You take that, you go into, it's called myfooddata.com. Once you go into that website, you go ahead and input all that information to basically create a nutritional facts label, okay? It's amazing because that tool can go ahead and give you information on how many calories, how much protein is in that recipe, okay? Vitamins, minerals, everything that we've been going over so far. So it gives you good details, and this is something that you can utilize in the future in the kitchen, okay? Or if you own a restaurant and you have some customers that want to know specifics, you can basically find out all that information using that website. The website is for free. I never had any students have trouble with that website. So I don't know if you guys have any questions about that so far. It is due today at midnight, okay? Any questions, guys?
No, chef.
No?
No, chef.
Okay.
No, chef.
Okay. So once you guys submit that, that'll basically bring up your grade because what's missing? The 30%. Okay. I also have here on the same week that we went over last week, we have a quiz. I entered that in because that's also going to help boost up your grade, and it also helps you guys review those questions. Let me make sure. Let me just check to see how many questions I have. Here I have 33 questions, okay? It's a good review for you guys. And the sad news is that not a lot of you have already taken it, okay? I have about 7 attempts, but let me count. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. Only 4 students out of all of you guys have taken it, okay? So if you're questioning about your grade, there you go. That's the reason. Okay. I am waiting for you guys to go ahead and submit those midterms. And as soon as you get them in, I will grade them and your grade will be updated. So please do not worry about that. Okay. Any other questions? Adriel, you are here? Just making sure.
Yes, chef.
Yes? Okay, great. Okay. So also, again, since we're here all together, I want you guys to understand that you guys have to be on the course, okay? Logging into SU Learning is very, very important. That's how we know that you guys are participating. That's how we know that you guys are attending. So on our side as instructors, we can see if you guys are logging in. So please make sure you guys are logging in. You guys are doing the assignments. So far, you know, right now that you guys have for this week, I do have the new chapter available to you. It is chapter 7. We will be reviewing that today. It is over water and minerals. Okay. And for week 4, I also have our discussion. Okay. Has anyone already started looking at discussion?
No, chef.
No, sir.
No. Okay,
No.
get on it. Get on it, guys. So the discussion, it does relate. It correlates to chapter 7, okay? So for question 1, I say for you guys to give me 3 examples of how to lower your sodium intake, okay? So we'll be talking about a lot about water and why it's important for us to have water and minerals in our body, okay? Number 2, we also have the second question says describe symptoms of iron deficiency anemia. And also 3, I want to know what type of liquids do you guys consume on a daily basis, okay? Do you guys drink enough water? Do you think you're not drinking enough water? So I want you guys to explain that. Right now, nowadays, we're living in the era of a lot of people drinking specific, energy drinks, sports drinks, a lot of coffee. So there's a lot of drinks that are out there that can basically hydrate us, but you know, a lot of them do have like vitamins and minerals. So today we are going to go ahead and break that down for you guys to understand why it's important for our bodies to need water and minerals specifically. Okay. So please go in there today as soon as you can, at least answer the questions so that you guys can go ahead and start having a conversation, and I'll go in there and comment. But does anyone have any questions so far on discussion? Okay. The discussion is always due on Sunday, okay, midnight. So I basically give you guys a full week. Like I said before, we always start with the week on Monday. Okay, I open things up for you guys on Monday, and then it'll close on Sunday midnight. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Let me just go ahead and make sure that I have my chapter available for you guys. Let me see. And I also have an assignment, but we're going to go ahead and review first the chapter, okay? Give me 1 second. It's the PowerPoint. Okay. Can you guys see that? It's uploading, so just give it a quick second. It's a little slow. Uh-oh, super slow. Let me try it one more time. Do any of you guys have your computers open already, or are you guys using your phones right now?
Phone.
Yeah.
Phone?
I still have my computer.
Okay, if you have your computer and you're at home, go ahead and open it up. Log into SU Learning so you can go ahead and pull this up. This is under week 4, okay? Week 4, and it is chapter 7, water and minerals. While I'm waiting for that to upload, I'm gonna go ahead and open mine and then just start reviewing so we don't waste any time, okay? Is that okay with you guys?
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
Yes? Okay. So I'm recording this. Either way, I will be uploading the recording of every session that we have, so you guys have access to it. And if you guys need to, use it for studying or anything like that, it'll be available for you. Let me try it one more time. Come on, upload. Maybe I could share my screen. Let me make this bigger. There it is. It's uploading, guys. It's just being very, very slow, okay? Can you guys see this or no? The water and minerals chapter.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
Yes,
yes,
it's
yes.
already
It's moving,
sharing.
but it's getting there.
Okay, so let's see. Is it almost there? Ah, there it is. It's going. Okay, perfect. Perfect. This is way better. Okay, good. So this is chapter 7. I'm going to go over here to this slide real quick. Okay, so water. Let's talk about water. Water is the #1 nutrient that your body needs, okay? So honestly, our cells in our body cannot function or do anything without water. It is a way for our body to go ahead and transport certain things to our tissues when it comes to minerals. So the average weight for a human being with water is about 50 to 60%. Okay. Men typically they're bigger people, so typically they're gonna need more water. Okay. When it comes to women, women should have about 9 cups of water, and men typically should have about 11 cups. Okay. So, according to our weight and our body, our stature, according to how much exercise you guys have throughout the day, how physical you are throughout the day, you do need to adjust the intake of water. Okay. So, if you are a person that, is constantly working out, or you're running, a couple of maybe an hour a day, and that's something that you do often, you do need to replace that water intake, because once you start sweating, you lose it. And so you definitely need to replace that. Okay. Do we have any students in here that exercise a lot throughout the week? Anyone?
I've started.
You started? Good. And so
Yeah.
does that mean that your water intake is a little bit more different, or when you're exercising, do you feel more thirst?
Yes.
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 Good. Yes. Anyone else? Okay, that means no, I guess. Okay, so the functions of water, okay, it serves as a medium for any metabolic activities. Like I said, if you guys are exercising, you're going to need that water. If you guys are also digesting, right? We're chewing, we're making that saliva, and it's going to help us break down that food so it becomes a bolus, and it comes into our throat, our esophagus, and it goes down into our stomach. So all those processes that happen in our body when it comes to digestion, we need that water to go ahead and help carry that food where it needs to go. Okay. So yeah, it says right there, water carries the nutrients to the cells. Okay. And it also helps you guys with waste. Okay. So when you do have a bowel movement, that water is essential. And then we'll talk about fiber a little bit more, but fiber does help you guys stay fuller or longer. And of course, if there's no water to help that fiber, then it's not, you need both of them. Okay. Um, let's see. Also, water helps your blood, okay, maintain normal body temperature. So if you guys do sweat, you're gonna need more of that. Lubrication. When it comes to moving your arms, moving your legs, doing all of that, you definitely need the H2O to go ahead and help lubricate your joints, your muscles, okay? Um, there's a lot of people when they're elderly, they start to lose the sense of thirst. I don't know if any of you know that when you get older, people start to lose the sense of thirst, and so therefore they become a little bit dehydrated, and so therefore when they want to get up off of the chair or off of the couch, they struggle a little bit more. Okay. It also helps cushion your joints and your internal organs. Okay. And it also keeps your eyes lubricated. Okay. Your air pathogens pretty much moist. And for a pregnant woman, it also helps protect the fetus. Okay. So you guys are going to be learning pretty soon, probably next week. I'm going to be talking about what our final project would be. On the final project, we do basically go over helping an individual find out how many calories, how much water, how much protein, how much carbohydrates one person needs, or protein per se. So adequate intake is basically a measurement that'll tell you on average how much water one person needs, okay, according to exercise. Alex, you're saying you're exercising, so you're definitely going to need more water, okay? So I did mention this at about women, they need about 2.7 liters of water a day, okay? For men, typically they need 3.7 liters a day. So walking around with your, hefty water bottle is a good idea, okay? Especially you guys in the kitchen. How are you guys doing in the kitchen? Do you guys stay hydrated? Do you guys have your water bottles with you on a daily basis, or do you guys forget to drink water?
We forget.
Gotta carry. Yeah.
Go
We
ahead.
don't
Ed.
have water faucets. Like, what the hell?
Depends, yeah.
It
Depends on the day.
Yeah. So yeah, let's just remember, I think today I'm super thirsty. I think I've been running around teaching a couple went to go teach food safety, and I was running around after that and I totally forgot to drink water. So I am very thirsty. Please make sure that you guys keep up with it. And also know that not just your water is essential, also your minerals is very essential. And like I said before, sometimes we just get too busy, but just try and stay on track, okay? So here it says that about 80% of the water that you guys intake, it also comes from not just your beverages, but it also comes from moist foods. So if you think about it, you're going to have a bowl of soup or you're going to serve someone a bowl of soup. Always think that there's liquid in there, okay? So that's also some of the water intake that we have as well, okay? Here's a little diagram that shows you guys how much water, a little visual of how much water men and women do need. So it is pretty much a lot. And then when women get pregnant, they do need to consume a lot more water. I remember when I was pregnant with my son, I walked around with, a half-gallon water bottle that I had. It was pretty nifty. And that kept me up pretty well balanced, So water, let's see. Let's go ahead and look at this one. Body gets rid of water through your kidneys. Okay, so about 4 to 6 cups of urine are excreted daily. In your skin, so if, we live here in El Paso, it's pretty hot, pretty much a couple of months out of the year, right? So what's going to happen during that hot time? We're going to be sweating. We're going to be needing more water to keep not just us hydrated, but also our skin, okay? Our lungs, our air is released from the lungs and it contains also some water. Let me go to the next slide real quick. Here are some of the type of beverages that you guys consume. We do have spring water, okay? It can be very, very fancy. It could be some artisan water, okay? Mineral water, person that sticks to the mineral water, okay? That one is from underground sources and it contains dissolved solids. Purified water, okay, one of the most common ones, which is tap water that has been further purified, meaning that it's cleaning all the stuff so that gets rid of, the gunk. Sparkling water, any carbonated water, they can also add flavor to that, and sometimes you can also get sparkling water that has a little bit of flavor or also has sugar in it, okay? Seltzer, which is artificially carbonated tap water, and tonic water, a carbonated soft drink in which creatine is dissolved. And there's also club soda, okay? That one is also carbonated tap water, but it has mineral salts in there that have been added, okay? So let's talk about some functional beverages. So let's see. Does anyone out there typically consume sports drinks, energy drinks throughout the day? Fruit drinks.
Alex.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, you guys are like, Alex, you typically do. Okay, so I know we saw the nutritional labels last week, and he was showing us, the functional drinks. Those are going to be those, if you think of functional, they're going to have added ingredients to them, okay? They're going to enhance any drink so that it makes you feel like, wow, I'm drinking some vitamins, some minerals, and it's going to give me some energy. So for sure, we have sports drinks, energy drinks, or enhanced drinks that are such as tea, waters, or any contained added vitamins and minerals. And sometimes they do add herbs into that, okay? So we're looking at sports drinks. Here are some that you can see here in the picture. They are a diluted mixture of carbohydrates, sodium, and potassium. So a lot of people, when they work out, they're like, oh my God, I need a Gatorade because that's going to keep me pretty much hydrated and I'm going to feel better. Well, why do you think it makes them feel better? Because it has sugar, okay? It has that carbohydrate. It also has sodium, so it's going to keep them feeling like, okay, I'm a little bit hydrated. I'm not going to dehydrate here. And also, it has a weak solution, so it implies faster it empties the faster through the stomach. So definitely, it's not going to be super, super strong, but it's going to make you feel better just because it also has a little bit of that carbohydrate in there, okay? And those sports drinks, just FYI, they're there for people who have been working out in extreme, hot weather or lifting a lot. And it at least has to be 60 minutes of extreme workout in order for it to be like sort of okay for them to have those drinks. Okay. When it comes to energy drinks, there's so many energy drinks out there right now. I think that's like the buzz right now, right? There's Red Bull, Monster. What other drinks are out there that you guys are pretty much purchasing nowadays? Let me know.
So Black Rifle Coffee Company just made it an energy drink.
And what is it called, you said?
I forgot what it's called, but it's made by Black Rifle Company.
Oh, wow. Okay. Anyone else? That's pretty awesome. What are you guys buying? Like specifically, tell me names.
Mostly Monster though.
The
There's one
Monster.
called Ghost that I used to drink a lot.
The Ghost. Okay. Okay. What else, guys?
The white Monsters are better.
White Monsters are better. Okay. The reason I asked is because I have an assignment that correlates to this chapter, okay? And I am going to assign it to you guys because I want you guys to pretty much get an idea of how much it costs, okay? It costs a lot of money when you start to invest on these type of drinks, but when you start to see the differences of cost and also the taste, right? And also what these functional drinks can do compared to maybe spring water or bottled water, it can start to take a toll on your pocket, right? It can cost a little bit. But I'll share that assignment with you guys in a little bit. But they do contain also caffeine, right? When I was a younger chef, pretty much after I graduated, I was working at Cafe Italia. And I remember my friend that was working with me, she's like, you know what? Like, we need energy, right? Like, we've been so busy and it's been crazy. And I was like, yeah. So she handed me like I don't even know what it was at that time, but it was an energy drink. And it was really, really small. It was like one of those that you just shoot in. And so I drank it. And oh my God, for service at 5 p.m., when we opened, my heart was racing. I could not take it. Like I felt really, really bad. So I do have kind of like an issue with too much caffeine. I'm not a coffee drinker. But those caffeine drinks do get your heart racing, right? It gives you energy. Sometimes they can have some plant-based stimulants, okay? And then pretty much some do contain caffeine that is pretty much compared normal to be like, maybe a coffee beverage, okay? Safety issues. When it comes to safety issues, I think nowadays you do have to be a little cautious. Like I told you, I experienced it to where my heart was racing. I definitely knew that I shouldn't be drinking those type of drinks. But typically nowadays, a lot of people are drinking them too often. So just be careful. Make sure that you do limit the amount that you drink them. Okay. Especially for children, please keep them away from children. Those are definitely not drinks for them to have. Okay. When it comes to
Chef, I have a
enhanced
question.
drinks, yes, go ahead.
What about pre-workout? You know,
Uh,
like
okay.
I don't know if there's that considered an energy drink too?
Yes, but a pre-workout is supposed to give you a little bit of caffeine. So yes, it's supposed to get you going. Okay. It also can give you a little bit of a stimulant, like meaning like it's gonna give you, how do I say? Or let me ask you this: how do you feel when you take it, and at what time do you
Tingly.
take it? Huh?
I feel tingly.
You feel
Like it makes me
tingly?
like
Okay.
it makes my face like tingle like weird, como like you know when your arm falls asleep and it feels like you have hormigas.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
And does
that's how
your
like my whole
face
body
feel a
starts to
little
feel.
warm? Okay.
Yeah, también.
Yes. What time do you take it?
Probably like 30 minutes before I go to the gym.
Okay. Yes. So yes, it can be considered more like an enhanced drink.
Mm.
I would suggest you kind of look into um what is in the product, because if you think about it, a lot of these products, you are taking basically like a supplement. If you think about it, um not so much of an enhanced drink but a supplement. So a lot of these supplements that are made wherever you go get them, either GNC or if you buy them online, those type of supplements are not all FDA approved, okay? So meaning they were inspected. So if you do pick up a product, say for example, I don't know, I have a box of something here, like a Chick-fil-A nuggets. If you pick up a product, you do want to read the label and read what type of ingredients are in there and see what is something that can probably affect you. Okay. Do you have any more questions? I would like for you to look up the ingredients that are on there and then share it with me or send it to me on Teams if you want. And then we can kind of figure out more or less what's getting you like to feel like that, because I think, yes, they're going to help you work out a little bit more and kind of give you that energy. But I would be afraid of it to affect you. Okay. Anyone else take something like that to get your like pre-workout going? No?
Yeah, chef.
Yes?
The
Okay.
what?
So yeah, if you do take something like that, if you guys aren't interested to see more or less how is it making you feel, look at the ingredients, send me a little screenshot. I would love to know and investigate a little bit more about those, okay? Sounds good?
Heard so.
Okay.
Heard.
Yes,
All
chef.
What's
right.
up?
Perfect. Thanks, guys. Okay, so when it comes to enhanced drinks, we also have teas. Okay, teas could be enhanced. Smoothies, wellness shots. Okay, there's a lot of cool wellness shots out there, and there's some that taste really, really funky. I recently had one that was like a ginger wellness shot with like orange juice or something in there, but it was so strong. And I think of course it was the ginger. Other beverages can also be considered an enhanced drink. Okay. And they can also affect you because they do have added sugar in there. So I'm just sharing here. It says quite a bit of sugar, and some contain ingredients that have not been studied. So that's something that we have to be a little bit more vigilant about and just be aware of what you're consuming, what you're buying. Okay. Let's see. We talked about those smoothies. When it talks to smoothies, smoothies can be a thing that you can definitely add ingredients to. Okay, you can make a smoothie with protein. You can make a smoothie with collagen nowadays. A lot of people are buying collagen to add into their drinks. So that can be considered an enhanced drink. Okay. When it comes to choosing functional beverages, consider the following. Consider how many calories it has, okay? Are they low in calorie or are they high? If you think about it, once we get closer to your final, you guys will be assessing each other and finding out how many calories you need throughout the day, depending if you exercise or if you work a lot. That makes a big difference. So we'll get to see more or less what we consume throughout the day and if we need more calories or we need a little bit more protein. But that's going to be an exciting assignment. All of my students really like that one because they get to be more aware of what they're consuming on a daily basis. Okay. Sweeteners can also be added, and you can also add juices to them. Okay. For those, just make sure you're checking the label to see the percentages of the juice that's added. Okay. Caffeine. So what do you guys think about caffeine? Do any of you drink coffee on a regular basis? Like it's something that you must have in the morning.
Yes.
Who else? Who else, guys?
Honestly, I just drink it like every now and then, but not necessarily every day.
Okay. Anyone else? Cecilia, do you guys drink coffee? Sadie? Daisy?
Casi todos los días.
Sí, todos los días? Cool. Who else? Who else, guys?
Yeah, I drink a lot of coffee.
Yeah, you guys. Do you
Yo
guys
también
add
tomo mucho
sugar?
café.
Sí, mucho café. Do you guys add sugar to that or like what is it called? Like the flavored like French vanilla
Like the
creamers or
creamer?
anything like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
hell
I
yeah.
just put sugar, that's it, but most of the time it's just plain black.
Yeah. Okay. And
Damn.
how do you guys feel after you have your coffee?
It depends. I mean, I usually sometimes do take coffee for like to go to sleep.
What?
Really?
Yeah, honestly, I feel
Okay.
more tired.
Wow.
A mí en lo
And what?
personal, la mayoría de veces me inflama el café.
Oh, it gets you like
Prefiero té
inflamed.
también.
Okay. Who else? Okay, nobody else. Okay. So yes, coffee can give you inflammation. Coffee could be something that can bring you down. I know you guys were surprised. Was it Alex? I think Alex, you take it to go to sleep, like before you go to bed?
Sometimes, yes, chef.
Okay. So let me let you in on something. I have a son. I know you guys know, but he's autistic. So when we took him to his doctor, his psychiatrist and specialist had said, if you ever want to help your son kind of calm down a little bit because, he's a little bit hyperactive, give him coffee. And we were like, what? How is that possible? So yes, coffee can kind of calm you down a little bit, bring you down. And so that hyperactivity in children can kind of relax. Okay. But obviously it's like 1 sip or 2 sips. It's very little. And of course, if we do ever give him coffee, it's just black. It has no sugar. And he does like it, so it is something that can definitely calm you down. For some people, it's an upper, it gets you going. It's the start of your day. It gets you moving. And so definitely it does become a thing that you can have every single day. The only bad thing about coffee is that some people are like, I have to have my coffee, you know. So when they try to wean off of coffee, they can struggle, okay, because it is a little bit of a stimulant to your nervous system, okay. Let me click on the next slide real quick. Any questions so far about caffeine or coffee? No? Okay.
No, chef.
All right. So coffee, it can be used moderately, okay? So it's good to have around up to 400 milligrams or about 4 cups, okay, of coffee a day. It is a stimulant to the nervous system and to the cardiovascular system, so it does improve your mood. So if you're a person that's like, you know what, I need to have my coffee, it's gonna make me happy. Okay, go ahead and have your coffee, you know. It also increases attentiveness. Some people say, you know what, I'm going to study for this big exam I have tomorrow. And so they have to go have that coffee, and it's going to help them so that it decreases their chances for maybe getting tired or sleepy. Okay. Let's see. The more frequently that you do drink caffeine, the more tolerance you're going to have to it. Okay. So at a high dose, about 6 cups of coffee would be considered to be high. Okay. And it can cause sweating. Okay. Tenseness or even upset stomach, anxiety, or even insomnia. Okay. So if you're a person that's like, you know what, I only have it in the morning, continue to have it in the morning. Don't have it at night, because then you're going to struggle to go to sleep. Okay. Let's see. It can give
No
you a
wonder.
headache. You guys are all raising your
Excuse-
hand.
Chef.
Yes, go ahead.
It's not really a question. It's more like I mean, I guess it is a question.
Mhm.
So I heard that. Well, I mean, I've heard that coffee is supposed to be like a laxative of sorts. Is that true?
It can. So some people do have that effect when they do consume coffee or any type of caffeine. They run to the restroom. Okay, there's certain people that I know, and they're like, you know what? That's just coffee for me. For some people, it keeps them moving. It keeps them going. It gives them that upper, and it makes them feel not so sleepy, not so tired. So yes, it can be something that stimulates you to go to use the restroom. Okay. Anyone else have a question? Okay. So caffeine can mildly be addicting. Okay. It can be something that you make it a habit, and it'll be very hard for you to kind of break that habit. Okay. Once the individual does start to break that habit and kind of reduce the amount of caffeine that they're taking on a daily basis or a weekly basis, it can give you a headache. Okay. It can make you feel like, oh my God, I don't have it anymore. I need it. It can make you feel irritable. Okay. Maybe upset that you don't have that coffee. So it does take some time to wean off of a stimulant like that. Okay. Something that gets you going. Okay.
So it's like a withdrawal.
Excuse me? Go ahead.
It's just like a withdrawal, pretty much.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It can definitely give you a withdrawal feeling like, oh my God, I don't have it. I really need it. But there's a lot of people that when they do start to wean off, meaning like I'm not gonna have it so often, they do struggle. They do struggle a little bit, but little by little, reduce the amount. If you're on that path of like, you know what, I don't want to have that coffee, just don't do it from one day to the next, like quit it, because you're definitely gonna feel probably a headache. You're gonna feel irritable. You're not gonna be so happy. Okay. Here are some recommendations of how much women should have when it comes to if they're pregnant and they're consuming caffeine, they do need to decrease the amount. I think it's 2 cups. Yeah, it's 2 cups of coffee a day. Okay. Any higher level of coffee for them would be a concern for, you know, premature birth or anything like that. So just make sure that you guys are aware of that. Okay. When it comes to minerals, so your body needs minerals all the time. Again, if any of you have ever heard of a detox diet, raise your hand if you heard of a detox diet.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay. Does anyone know what a detox diet is?
It's pretty much you you watch what you eat, and then you basically eat what helps you detox your body and stuff like that.
Okay, so yes, typically when people go on detox diets, they get rid of all the solid foods that they consume. Okay, so meaning you have cereal, you have chicken, you have meat, all of those foods that are solid, they don't consume. They consume only liquids. Okay, it would have to be a liquid. And what they do is that they'll probably, it can be very expensive. They can buy drinks, juicing drinks that are completely a cleanse, and every single day they have to drink a certain amount of juices. Okay, and what that does is that, yes, you're getting vitamins and minerals in your body constantly, but what happens is that your kidneys, your body ends up filtrating everything and getting rid of the waste that your body doesn't need. Okay, so our body does need a certain amount of minerals. Okay, it can be absorbed. We're getting it from all the nutrients and everything that we consume. But when people go on a detox diet, they're getting rid of all the solid food and they're just basically sticking to getting the vitamins and the minerals. But I just think it's just something that you guys should not spend your money on. Okay, just letting you know. Here are some major and trace minerals that your body needs. Okay, so for example, your body needs calcium, okay, magnesium, chloride, phosphorus, okay, sodium, and sulfur. When it comes to trace minerals, okay, you have chromium, copper, fluoride, okay, iodine, iron, magnesium, manganese, sorry, selenium, and also zinc. Trace minerals are supposed to be a very smaller amount. When it comes to major minerals are the minerals that we need the most of, okay? And they all play an important role in our body, okay? Minerals can be toxic when consumed in excess. So that's why when I'm talking about a detox diet and you see people juicing and they're having their juices, it can be too much, okay? And some people can get affected by it. And sometimes people are not aware, okay? So let's see. Excess intake of some minerals can affect whether other minerals are absorbed or excreted, okay? So if you have too much of something, can be a bad thing, okay? But we do need to consume our minerals. Here in the United States, just letting you guys know, here in America, we consume too little of a lot of good things, okay? We're always on the go. We're always eating out, okay, instead of eating in. And so typically we are lacking those nutrients that our body needs. Sometimes we're lacking calcium, we're lacking potassium, and also magnesium, okay? Iron is also considered, is also under-consumed by adolescents, so little ones, and also for premenopausal females, okay? Also including pregnant women. So when I was at WIC, just a quick little story, when I was doing my dietetic internship, I was at WIC. Does anyone know what WIC is? It's Women's, Infants, and Children. It's basically a place for women who are pregnant and have children to go and try to get, help to pay for their groceries, all of that. And they also test their children there to see if they're iron deficient, okay? So meaning if there's a woman that is struggling financially, typically they can struggle to buy groceries, right? So meaning they will probably have a harder time paying for protein, okay? Protein meaning as chicken, beef, or anything like that. And those are things that'll give the children iron and will keep our children from not being so deficient in iron, okay? So let's see. We have calcium and phosphorus. So calcium is the most abundant mineral in the body, okay? About 99% of calcium in the body is in your bones and also in your teeth, okay? Bones are consistently being rebuilt, okay? I do have some videos up on here. Let me see if I can share them with you. I don't know if you guys can see. Can you guys see my screen while I'm at SU Learning?
No, chef.
No? Uh-oh. Let's see.
Just
No,
slideshow.
chef.
Yeah. Go ahead. I couldn't hear you. Oh,
It's
no.
just that's it.
Okay. So let me go and make sure real quick to see that I have those videos open for you guys. Have any of you ever clicked on any of the videos that I've posted for the week? Yes, no. No? None of you have checked out the videos? Okay, let me share my screen real quick. Let me share it. Let's see. Share window. You guys can see. Okay, right here. Can you guys see it now?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Okay. So,
It's a little blurry to me.
okay. Sorry, it's a little blurry,
chef.
but let me go up real quick. So, on this week of carbohydrates that we went over, I wanted you guys to make sure that you guys have time to look at these links. You see this little link right here? Whenever it has a link, it means it's gonna give you a URL link to a website, okay, to see a video. So you'll just click on here. You can always open it on another tab, okay? And then you click on it and it takes you straight to a YouTube video. Okay, let me lower it a little bit. Okay, can you guys see this or no?
Barely, but yeah.
Barely?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but you guys can see the video, right? Okay, so these videos
sir.
are amazing. You guys need to start taking advantage of them because they give you real pictures on what's going on and how. So, for example, that one's carbohydrates. It gives you a good description on what carbohydrates are, okay? If I go back to the course, let me see, it's gonna take a little while. Let me see real quick. So those are for carbohydrates. I know for a fact I have one on vitamins. Let me see. I think I'm gonna have to look for, oh, here it is, guys. This one's on how do vitamins work, okay? Let me just wait for it to skip. Can you guys see it?
Todo borroso.
¿Está borroso?
Yeah, it's a little blurry,
Okay,
Sí, poco
Well-
borroso.
okay, well, this will be your homework, okay? I want you guys to look at this video. This one's on how do vitamins work, okay? It gives you a good picture. I absolutely love it. Also look at this one. Let me move this actually. This one's not where it needs to be. Okay. So I'll leave it as that. I want you guys to look at how do vitamins work, okay? Make sure you guys see that and let me know what you guys think of that video, okay? A lot of these videos are amazing because they give you a clear picture. I am a visual learner, so I have to absolutely have a little bit of a picture in my mind of how things work in the body, okay? Is anyone like that? I'm a visual learner, so I don't know. Okay, let me go
Join
back to the
hands-on.
chapter. Yes. Visual learner here. And hands-on, you have to do everything hands-on. So let me go to let me do the chapter again real quick, just so I could completely review it. Okay, it's gonna take a little while, guys, okay? But I'm gonna keep talking. I have it right here. Okay. So we went over the trace minerals, and I was telling you guys that more than likely a lot of people in the United States don't have enough of the vitamins and minerals that we need for our body, okay? So pretty much when it comes to calcium, I was mentioning that up to 90% of our peak bone mass is acquired by our age at 18 for girls, okay? And by the age of 20 for boys. So basically our bone mass grows until you are about 25 years old, okay? Let's see. Do you guys know where we get calcium? What type of foods do we get calcium from if we eat them?
Milk, dairy products.
Okay. What other milk? What other things? Let's see. Resume. Who could give me another one? Another idea of where we get our calcium from?
Do we get it from proteins at all?
No. So we are going to go over proteins next week, and I'll make sure that you guys have a good explanation of what proteins are and how they help us, okay? So yes, coming back to calcium, we get them from milk, we get them from cheese. When you guys, does anyone here consume anything like a milk substitute, which is like coconut milk, soy milk, almond milk? Are any of you guys drinking those type of milks?
I just drink milk from
You
a
just
cow.
drink milk? Okay, good. So when you guys do consume those type of milks, they do have to add a lot of ingredients into them so that we end up having a little bit of protein. We end up having that also that mouthfeel of the milk that we're used to. They also have to add ingredients in order for that to taste like milk, okay? Or give you that mouthfeel, okay? Let me see, what slide was I on? Sorry guys, real quick. Okay, let's talk about sodium. Sodium, potassium, and chloride, okay, are collectively referred to as electrolytes, okay? They're based when dissolved in body fluids, and they separate into positive or negatively charged particles in our body. Electrolytes maintain fluid balance and keep the body neutral, okay? So it is our acid and base balance in our body, and sodium is also needed for muscle contraction and transmission of nerve impulses, okay? So if you're a person that exercises and all that, and you're like, okay, I'm struggling to move my muscles. Well, guess what? Sodium is important for that, okay? Here's a picture of sodium, okay? Let's see. There's a lot of people that do like to enhance their food without tasting it first, right? They tend to add salt. But basically the amount of sodium that you guys need in a day is 1,500 milligrams, okay? Remember that number. I'm gonna type it here, okay? It's 1,500 mg of sodium a day, okay? Typically, when you guys go out to eat, what do you guys tend to eat when you guys go out? Let me know.
Hamburger.
Hamburger. What comes with the hamburger?
I'm sorry, chef. Can you repeat what you said?
When you guys go out to eat, what is typically a meal that you guys have? Someone said a burger. What typically goes with a burger? When you guys go to
Lettuce,
that?
tomato, cheese.
Fries.
Fries, exactly. Okay. And then what else goes with that burger, fries, and then what else?
A Coke.
Oh, big Coke, right? So
Or beer.
all of those three items, let's put it to you this way. All of those three items will have a specific amount of sodium. If you guys were to go to Whataburger.com right now, or even on the app on your phone, okay? If you were to go to that website, you will find out that on every website, they will tend to share for any restaurant, franchise, anything like that. They'll tend to share how much sodium, how much carb, how much fat, everything their burgers have, their fries, or anything that they sell. If you were to create a menu, okay, meaning like you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna have this burger. Say for example, it's the green chili double, and then you want to have the large fries, and then you want the large drink. Okay, if you add those 3 items up, okay, you have that for lunch, it's typically going to have more than 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 1,500 milligrams of sodium, okay, to be correct. So, do you think Americans surpass the amount of sodium that we need as a daily intake? What do you guys think?
For sport. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes, right? Typically, yes. So that's why people tend to have heart disease, strokes, all of that, high cholesterol, high blood pressure because of the amount of sodium, okay? So we do need it, but definitely if we eat out at restaurants and we're not making our food here at home, or even if you're making your food here at home and then you just tend to put that salt, okay? It can affect your health. So it's probably not a good habit to have. Okay. Most of the sodium in your diet comes from processed foods and also restaurants. So processed foods, when you guys eat sausage or what else is out there that has a lot of sodium? Bologna, any cuts of meat, anything like that, you guys are adding a lot of salt. Okay. So foods that are high in sodium, we have cured or smoked meats, okay, when it comes to fish, bacon, sausage, ham, luncheon meats, okay, deli meats. Any cheeses, processed cheeses is going to have a lot of salt. Let's see, salted snack foods, okay. Salt also to brine or pickles, to make pickles. Canned vegetables, okay. That's the way that we preserve our food, so we do add salt to that, okay? Let's see. Frozen convenient foods such as pizza, prepared mixes for stuffing rice, and also salad dressings, okay? Condiments. I am a condiment person. I love to have my condiments for everything. If I'm gonna have a burger, I want to make sure that I have mayonnaise, and I have mustard, and I have a little bit of ketchup for my fries. So definitely those things that are added to your meal can definitely have sodium, and it'll increase the sodium intake that you have for that day. Okay. Any questions so far, guys? Okay.
chef.
Okay,
No,
sounds
sure.
good. Here's some comparisons. So when you guys are creating menus in the kitchen, okay, there's certain ways that you guys can reduce the amount of sodium that meal's gonna have, okay, or that recipe, okay. So here are 2 of them. Make sure that you guys look at them. I can't really see it too well, but it does give a description for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, okay, and it gives you the amounts for everything, and it gives you the totals of the sodium that these 2 menus have, okay. Here's one that says low sodium diet. So typically, if you guys do end up working at a hospital, we are taking care of patients. So definitely, you're gonna have those people with, high blood pressure, and they need to have a low sodium diet. So a lot of their foods aren't gonna be super tasty, but it's better for them. Okay, it's gonna help them so they don't have a heart attack. Okay. Here's something with the higher sodium diet. So all the fried foods, all the wonderful foods that we really like, it's going to have a lot of salt, okay? So yes, sodium can be harmful, okay? I said to you guys, it's 1,500 milligrams a day that you guys need. That's the recommendation for the intake. And Americans overconsume. Okay. And they can also have high blood pressure, have problems with their hearts. They can have heart disease and other chronic diseases. Okay. Typically, with chronic diseases, other things come like diabetes and all that. So it's very important for people to start to be aware of those things and what they consume on a daily basis. Okay. Here's some tips. You guys can review those on your own. Trying to reduce the amount of salt that you intake, okay? Maybe minimalize processed foods, making your food at home, okay? When I asked you guys in the beginning of this class, what is a diet that you want to learn about in in this course. So this one is a description of the DASH diet, okay? The DASH diet is basically for a person who has hypertension, which is high blood pressure, okay? So here's an example of the characteristics, okay? They would be low in sweets, low in sweetened beverages, low in red and processed meats, and also sodium, okay? Let's see. I want to show you guys, let's see, here's some potassium information. Let me see real quick. Here's magnesium. I'm not going to go over those right now because I want to share before we're done with class. I want to share what I want you guys to go over, okay? So for this class, I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me make sure if I can share it real quick. Share window. Okay. All right, let me click here. Did it go back? Okay. Can you guys see this a little bit? I know you guys said it's a little blurry. I don't know if it's my internet. Yes, no.
It's still blurry, but we can see it.
Okay, okay. So this is week 4, okay? So I have chapter 7 worksheet, and I'm going to go ahead and add it on the chat right now so you guys know that this is what I need you guys to cover. Chapter 7 worksheet, okay? That's for this week. I'm going to give you guys till Sunday midnight to complete that one. And there is another one that I'm going to pull up. On that one, it gives you specifics on specific drinks, okay? So like, remember we were talking about water, spring water, purified water, energy drinks, okay? Functional drinks like Gatorade, all that. I'm going to edit it just a little bit, and I want you guys to utilize what you have at home, okay? You don't have to go buy them, but utilize what you have at home. If you have like a bottled water, if you have a functional drink, like such as a Gatorade, then go ahead and do the assignment according to that, okay? Does that make sense? I will upload it, and it's going to be a worksheet, and I believe that one is worksheet number 4. But I'll post it, and I'll make sure that you guys can complete that one, okay? The discussion is discussion week 4 for you guys to do, okay? That will be closing on Sunday midnight. And that's basically it, okay? Do you guys understand that? Are any of you almost done? I just want to make sure. Are any of you guys almost done with your midterms?
Chef, I had a question about the midterm.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have to describe how to make it, or we just need to describe the recipe?
Just describe the recipe. So say, for example, you create your PowerPoint, you say, this is my favorite recipe, this is my favorite dessert. Tell me about them. Why do you like them? Okay. Why did it make an impact to you, and why did you choose it? After that, you tell me, this is my recipe. Let's say, for example, I'll go with something for breakfast, a bowl of yogurt with granola and strawberries. So then I'm going to tell you on the PowerPoint that this is my favorite recipe. It has 4 ounces of my favorite yogurt, okay? High protein yogurt. Write it down. Write down every single thing that you put in there. If you put a dash of salt, put it in there, okay? If you put a tablespoon of maple syrup, put it on there, okay? You don't have to give me the procedure of like how you put it together, or if you're cooking it like this or that. It doesn't matter. I just want to know the ingredients, because that's what you're going to be using on the website, which is called myfooddata.com. And you go to create recipes, and on there, you can go ahead and start adding all of the ingredients that you have. 4 ounces of yogurt, a tablespoon of maple syrup. You choose everything. You can choose strawberries. You look up strawberries, and it will tell you if it's fresh, frozen, how much. Do you want to put 4 ounces or 8 ounces? You put that in there, okay? Once you finish adding all of those ingredients on there, you can go ahead and hit submit, and it gives you a nutritional facts label. Once it gives you the nutritional facts label, it gives you everything that I ask you for on that midterm. Okay, it has all these questions. You just answer them on your PowerPoint. You say, this is my favorite recipe because of this. This is why I think it's healthy, or this is why I don't think it's healthy. Okay, so you're basically finding out how it is, what is in it. Okay, what is it composed of? Is it composed of a lot of carbohydrates and a lot of sugar, a lot of salt, a lot of protein? And then you basically give me a description at the end if you still think that item is healthy. So say, for example, I said, the yogurt's healthy. I love it. It has protein. And at the end, what if I find out, hey, it has a lot of sodium? Maybe it's not so healthy. Okay. So that's basically what you guys are doing. Okay. Does that make sense?
Chef, I have a
Yeah.
question.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
So one of my like, it's not really like a recipe that I made, but I
Mhm.
really like frozen fish sticks. Could I possibly do that, or does it have to be something I made?
It has to be something you made.
Cool.
Okay. Let me tell you why. Because you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle finding the product or the ingredients. I'd rather it be something that you're used to making or you made in the culinary program. I prefer it to be something you made in the culinary program. Okay. Excuse me.
Hey,
I'm
chef.
over.
Yeah,
So we need to use that food data thing. Like
Yes.
we have to put the recipe in there and figure out what
Yeah.
it's.
Yes. So that website is for free. So FYI, you do have to create an account. You just put your email address, your password, and that's it. After that, you can use that website for free. Okay. This is a good tool for you guys to use. And if you're ever asked, if you're running a restaurant and you have people that want to know how many carbs is that, how much fat, because nowadays everyone wants to be more aware of what they're consuming. So if that's something that you can use in the future, definitely. It gives you a leg up in the industry to know how to find out all those details just in case. Okay.
And those details need to be like they have to have its own slide, or does that?
Yes. So I prefer it for you guys to put your own slide. Like, for example, there's a question there that says, what is this made out of? It's going to give you basically all you're doing is grabbing that picture and put it on your PowerPoint and giving me a description of it. So if it tells you, you know what, there's a lot of sodium on here, it's very high in carb. So then you can give me that information. So you know what, this recipe, it's amazing, but it's showing me that it's made out of a lot of carbohydrate or has a lot of sodium. Okay.
So and then those 6 questions at the bottom. Can we just answer all those questions in one slide?
You can just elaborate, put some pictures in there. Remember, this is your midterm. Make it look nice, put some pictures. You can separate it so it's easier for me to grade and read. Okay. So make it a little bit elaborate. Spend some time in it. Okay. Don't just send me a recipe and that's it. Okay. What else, guys? No questions?
I think I'm good, chef.
Okay. Okay. So just to clarify again, please make sure you guys review the chapter that we're reviewing right now. Chapter 7 on water and minerals. Okay. You'll have the worksheet. The first one is already up and it ends on Sunday midnight. Okay. And you do have the discussion, and I'm going to post up another worksheet for you guys to do. But that one, I will give you more description specifically on there because I want you guys to utilize what you have at home. Okay. If we were in the kitchen, typically I like doing this assignment and I order all the drinks. Okay. And I get them and then I serve you guys, and then we go ahead and review on like how does it taste? Does it taste too sweet? And on that worksheet, you get to check off basically your feelings about, is it great? Is it not so great? And then you also give me specifics on the costing, okay? How much does it cost per ounce of that drink, okay? And that's just something that you guys can become aware to see if like, hey, is this feasible for me to have, one of these drinks every single day in 1 month? It's gonna cost more money, okay? Any other questions, guys? I do want you guys to make sure, just continue to be logging into the class, checking on assignments. If you guys need tutoring, anything like that, please reach out to me, okay? Yes?
Yes, chef.
I don't know what happened.
Yes,
I'm
chef.
trying to make this bigger. Okay, good. Good. Okay, guys. Once you guys submit, just let you know one more time. Once you guys submit the midterm, okay, the PowerPoint, I do have, I think, 2 students that submitted there, so I already graded it. So their grade looks caught up, okay? I need the rest of you guys to submit your PowerPoint presentation, which is your midterm, and also do the quiz, okay? I only have about 4 students that did the quiz. So that'll bump up your grade. Remember that your exams, anything that is an exam is worth 30% of your grade, okay? Yes?
Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
We will see each other next week, okay? Same time. And I will go ahead and send you guys the link. Remember that this is attendance, this is everything. So please make sure that you're here. And again, if you guys need anything, reach out to me so that I make sure that you guys are all doing well, okay? Do not fall behind, guys, all right? We're almost there.
Yes, chef.
All right, guys. Good job. I'll see you later, okay? You guys
yes,
have a
chef.
great day.
Bye, chef.
Bye.
Bye, chef. Bye, chef.
Chef, bye.
Bye, chef.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye,
Bye,
chef.
chef.